I'm Ruth Ann.
I'm Chris.
And we are Geek Chic Promotions. We are back from across the pond.
That's right.
We've been away for a long time. We've missed you guys.
Yeah.
This is my first time seeing her since London.
I know. I literally just got back. Well, it felt like yesterday. Well, it was actually yesterday morning. Yeah, because I didn't get in until 2 a.m. Yeah, a little after 2 a.m. So, yeah.
How you feeling, Miss Jet Lag?
Yeah, well, jet lagged. Yeah. But hang it in there.
You know what helps? Wine.
Yes, it does. Where is it?
There it is.
There it is.
There it is. All right, cheers to you, good lady. Cheers to you guys.
Cheers to being back. Fantastic.
It's lovely. So, hi guys. So we both, separately, but we both went to go see Terminator Dark Fate last
so we
night.
have not talked about this.
We have not talked about it, and we really want to talk to you guys about it. So, light spoilers, probably? Probably, knowing us. Yeah. Actually, screw it. It's going to be so much spoilers. Probably we should have put that in the description. Spoils.
I did not think about it, to be honest.
But,
how do you do this? I don't do usually.
All right. Hold please while we find the live stream on.
She usually does Facebook and I do YouTube, and so now we're both on my laptop. And
yes, I forgot mine because I am a little off today.
Yes, but I don't know how to do the Facebook sharing thing. I guess I'm old.
As she puts in her wine. Okay,
there we go. Okay.
Hi. Oh look, we're here.
It's us.
It's us. Yay! I'm gonna share it.
There's nothing like looking at Facebook to see how bad you look.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't lean back, Chris. Yeah. Don't lean back. I'm just gonna sit upright.
Bam it. Well, no, not to that page. And you can share it on your timeline.
That's fine. Tag yourself.
Probably you.
Should I say something?
I feel like it's gonna be so obvious I wrote it and not you. Like, let's get nerdy. You'd be like, what? That is not Creole.
That's not Chris.
That's not Creole. So I cannot wait to start discussing the movie because I'm so curious of what Chris thought. Because I saw like great reviews all around, but I saw it also bombed in the theaters.
I saw that as well.
Yeah. So. I'm curious how everybody else that's watching us, hopefully, can tell us what y'all thought of the movie, because I'm just going to go out there and say it. I really liked it. I see a lot of problems, but we can discuss them. So go.
That's very interesting, because literally I was just asked this question like a mere hour ago, and it was, how did you feel about this movie? And I said, I liked it, but I felt it had some weak spots.
Yes.
So I feel like we're on the same page here, but let's see if we agree on what those weak spots were.
Okay, honestly, the first thing is more of an overall note for the entire movie, is that I feel that the editing actually took away a lot of heart and like...
Okay, yes.
Because
I see that.
The fast cuts, like that should only be at the biggest like action crazy scene, right? But we start off where you're supposed to be like becoming attached to this family and like learning about them and you know growing to love them, but it's like fast cut, and it's just like a conversation.
Yes.
You're like,
okay,
oh God.
I 100% agree with this, because in the beginning, here we are getting introduced to our main character.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're trying to figure out exactly who she is and why she's important. And so you're meeting her brother, who wants to be a YouTube star or a singer or something like that, and he's getting likes, and then you meet her dad, you know, who is forgetful, whatever. So they're like kind of like building this where you're getting to know these people, but literally they are not in the movie past the first 10 minutes. And you don't understand, like, so she works in a auto facility.
Plant,
auto plant, okay? And you know, she's off to work, her brother works there, and they find out that his job has been
taken by a robot.
I got it. Okay, it's just a polishing machine. So instead of being hand polished, they do it by machine. And so he's about to get let go, and she goes to the boss's office to plead for him to like retain his jobs. And so there's a lot of like on the nose comments about like machines are taking our jobs, like which I was like, okay, like is this going somewhere? And here, this is a slight spoiler, not really a spoiler, but like you never wind up back in this auto factory.
Nope.
You never use her knowledge of machines or anything that she's done there. Nothing ever comes back around with her brother or her dad.
I mean, like she mentions it a couple times.
Yeah.
Because,
I mean,
spoilers. they die. But so my whole thing is if when you're getting to, because like Up is a great example of how much story you can tell in 10 minutes without any dialogue, nothing.
Yeah.
And to get so much heart and just so connected to characters. But like, and I feel like if like it's not even like slowing down the pace, it's literally just slowing down the edits and like the cut.
Yeah, I felt there was no payoff. There was no payoff. Like, are we getting to know these people or not? Like, and if we are, bring that back around. And if we're not, what are they there for?
Yeah.
Like
we needed that more, the heart. But I mean,
like they could have been cut out completely, by the way.
Yeah.
Like they didn't need to have them in there at all. They could just redone the beginning with no family at all. Like
it's true.
Like it wouldn't have made a difference.
I mean, it did. Yeah.
Right.
It's true. And then, so my other note would be is that I understand we all wanted Arnold back in this movie, but it kind of, the who and why he's there feels a little bit forced. Like, I almost would rather just, like, don't worry about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you know, here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. So they had to figure out a way to bring back Sarah Connor in a very reasonable way. Okay, so, and here's the part that I didn't like, because I felt she played a broken down woman very well. Like who she is Sarah Connor. Like she lost her son. Okay, so the Terminator, they're programmed to kill him.
Yeah.
He's doing what he's programmed to do, and they don't stop until they get it done.
Yeah.
And he winds up getting killed. Okay.
Okay. All right. Finish this, and then
Right,
I want to say something
exactly.
extremely positive about this movie that I absolutely loved.
Right. And so it was, you know, that moment where you see, essentially that everything that she'd fought for was just taken away from her. Like she saved the world, she saved the future, but she couldn't save her son. And so she's just this broken woman who literally,
she was so good.
Yeah, she was really good. And she just has to find a way to keep moving forward. And the only way she does that is to find these Terminators whenever they appear and blast them away. So here's the thing. This is what I had a problem with regarding that whole thing. And that is, when she sees Arnold and she knows that he's the one that killed her son, okay, she gets angry, and there's this conflict between them where she's like, I'm gonna kill you when this is over, you know, blah blah blah, and don't touch me.
What is the name that he goes by? Is it like Carl or something?
Yeah, Carl.
But one of my favorite lines is like, I'm not fucking calling you Carl.
I'm not fucking calling you Carl.
The audience that I saw with, we died.
Yeah. I mean, it was very good. But
Yeah.
Here's the thing though, it's like, she knows what a Terminator is. She knows what their mission is. She knows they don't stop. So for her to have that chip on her shoulder is dumb.
Really? I
No.
wouldn't give a fuck. I don't care if that's your programming. You killed my son. I will never let that go.
Yeah, except it's like, here's the thing with that. He's a machine.
Yeah.
Holding that against him is useless, and she knows that.
Well, it's the only thing that kept her going, though.
What kept her going was him, giving her a
Technically,
purpose
yeah,
to live.
yeah.
So
Brandon, thank you for not spoiling in the comments. We totally spoiled. But I 100% agree that it was super enjoyable. The one thing that blew my mind was the de-aging at the beginning.
Okay.
That was insane.
That was absolutely incredible.
That's the first time that I was looking at it. I'm like, I can't tell this is CGI. I cannot tell this is a special effect.
Why didn't they then age the main character at the end when she was supposed to be in the future? Why?
Well, technically,
she looked younger 20 years in the future than she did in the present. I was like, what?
Technically, it wasn't 20 years in the future. Remember,
because
they saw the little.
42.
Well, that's where the grown-up version of the girl was. Did we see her like in 2042?
It is her. That's her. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean we did see her when Grace was a little girl.
Right.
But we didn't see her in 42. We only saw her when Grace was a little girl, the same time as now. How did Grace not age at all?
That's what I'm saying.
40 years.
There's a little bit here.
I mean,
where
I guess
was like,
because she got augmented, maybe.
Maybe.
And then she just didn't age after that because she was part machine.
I don't know. There's a
Friends
lot.
become enemies, good friends.
This is one of the weak parts.
Yeah.
Where I was like,
Oh, yeah.
all right, I don't know what's going on, but I felt like that could have been handled a little better, is what I'm saying. Is because at the end, I didn't realize, like when you see, I don't know what the Katy Perry looked like. I don't know what her real name is.
The Katy Perry
That's what she
lookalike.
looks like to me. Katy
Oh
Perry
my God,
lookalike.
that's amazing.
Yeah, but I felt like we're talking.
Yeah, so Brandon, totally agrees
Yeah.
with you. Yeah, I didn't, yeah.
she literally looked younger with those braids. I was like, she has not aged a bit.
Yeah.
Like, is this happening like tomorrow?
I think so, because remember we saw little Grace right at the end of the movie, and she's like, I'm not gonna let her die for me again. So it is the same time. Fine.
Does this happen like?
Wait.
How do we go from a machine polishing a car to like suddenly total annihilation of the human race?
Yeah,
I know she went through like day 1, day 2, day 3, and by day 4,
yeah, because
humanity's
Grace,
gone.
if it's the same
but like
timing, Grace should have already. What? Well, shit.
I know. So
somebody explain it in the comments if you can.
Shaky.
See if you can retcon that
very
real quick for us.
is what I'm saying.
But okay, overall though, I really enjoyed.
But that's like, it's minor.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Honestly, you can get past it if you really want to.
Yeah, if you want to, which I did.
Yeah, I did too.
I really liked just the overall kind of atmosphere of it. It really felt like to me like the
great
second
action,
Terminator
by the
movie.
way.
Yeah.
It was like you're 10 minutes into the movie, action, and it is action
brutal.
nonstop. It is great. Yeah,
it is really fun.
And it, not only that, it's like it's badass women kicking some butt.
Yes.
Like it's just, it was very like empowering, I guess, in a way, but also like Sarah Connor really struck a chord with me because you felt her. Like she was, I think, the best part of the whole movie. Like I honestly have to say,
it was so great seeing her back on screen.
Yeah,
because like I have
really
desperately
missed
her.
Movie.
Yeah,
I thought.
Oh my God, the way she said, "I'll be back."
Yeah,
she was like,
back.
"Yes." Oh, and then when I know. I don't want to spoil too much, but Arnold has a fantastic line.
He
as
does.
Well. Sorry, YouTube. It looks like we're kind of jumpy on you. Sorry.
Yep, we are. I don't know what's going on there. Well, regardless, Arnold says like I won't be back.
Yep.
And he's not.
And he's not.
Yeah. And honestly, I think
it was very reminiscent of the
it was
second.
Very fitting.
Yeah, of Terminator 2.
Right.
I'm gonna close that down. Hopefully that helps a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked the movie. Not gonna lie.
I did too.
I definitely liked it more than 3 or 4 or 5.
And here's the thing, like, first of all, I love Arnold with a beard. I think he looked great. I thought he was very age appropriate.
Yes.
And so was Sarah Connor. And I really liked the fact that he had no purpose after his mission was complete. And so basically he just learns how to become a human by studying human behavior.
Yeah.
You know, and I think they did that really well, where like he found a family and he was just doing drapery.
Yeah, I love when he starts describing like he wanted a solid color for this little girl's bedroom. And I said no, I need polka dot, I need stripes, some sort of pattern. And they're all just like, what?
And also he was like, and I have a really good sense of humor. Like when he was talking about how he acquired all his human attributes.
Oh yeah, or no, why she was like with him or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, because I am very funny.
I am very funny. Yeah, it was really good. Actually, I really liked seeing him in that role. I thought he was great, and he does help in the end, and he did it for John because he learned that what he had done was wrong, and so he
after
found
raising
his
own son,
he wanted to give Sarah Connor a purpose, and so he'd been texting her where these Terminators were appearing, and he always would put for John. And then at the end, of course, he says it one last time.
I absolutely love the fact that we just jump into it and it's like, nope, the future, you did save everybody from that future. It's a totally different future now. Like just no explanation. They're called Legion. There's no longer Skynet. Like, I really liked that because I feel like sometimes when we get into these movies, it's just so over-explained. This is like, ugh.
And I thought, okay, so they didn't do Skynet again. It was Genesis, right? Genesis? Yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, though, it was just like, okay, so basically, no matter what they do, these futures keep happening.
Yeah.
And machines take over the world. And I really liked at the end how Sarah Connor, it was just the two of them. And she was like, okay, well,
gotta train you up.
Here's her next purpose. I gotta train you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, to deal with this like I've been dealing with it and pass on everything to her.
Yeah.
So it was, what was the main character's name? Good Lord, I can't even remember.
Danny.
Danny, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, brain. Working it out, yeah.
I'm horrible with names.
And so Brandon brought up the Sarah Chronicles, which was that TV show. I did not watch that.
With Cersei.
With
Cersei.
Was that the
Or T2.
Yes, this one.
Which, fine.
No, done. Thank you. Yes, Amelia Clark. What?
Emilia Clarke did not work out.
She was playing such a powerful woman on Game of Thrones.
Sure.
But guess what? The reason she's powerful is because she has flippin' dragons. Like, she is a tiny, little, adorable, very sweet creature. Like, she doesn't play well as powerful unless she has flippin' dragons.
Have you seen the girl who played Grace? Have you seen her in anything else? Because this was the first time I was introduced to her.
She was really good.
And she was fantastic. She clearly worked out for this role. I believed every
minute
of her ass kicking.
It was
I did.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was incredibly stoked about it.
And I just love that she wanted nothing to do, like when Sarah Connor was like, I am Sarah Connor. And she's like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't know who that is.
Like, don't care.
Whatever.
Moving on.
She's like, if you're the mother, what did she call her? The mother of...
Mother Mary or whatever.
Mother Mary. She's like, why do I want to like kick the shit out of you so badly?
It was so good. It
was very good.
It was really great too, because like, yes, very female forward, but it was just so fun seeing women in an action movie just being and having anger, but like righteous anger. Do you know what I mean? And like just.
Let's also talk about the moment where Sarah Connor is like trying to figure out exactly why Danny is selected, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're me! Like they're trying to protect you.
You're going
because
to be
you're going to give birth to the man who saves the world." And okay, I don't know what that is, but
sorry, random YouTube comment. We don't know.
We don't know how to get spray paint out of a baby's eyes. I suggest you take it to emergency room.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway. So she says, so you're going to give birth to the savior of the world, like a man. And basically, what it turns out that, like, no, she's not. She is the leader of the resistance.
It's her.
It's her. She saves humanity.
And, like, going back to the beginning again, we needed more, we didn't need more time. We just needed more character development for her as well, because, like, I just felt kind of nothing for her. But then by the end, I absolutely loved her. Like, when she, like, was basically killing the other Terminator, it was just so raw and so much anger, and it was just so good. I was like, get him! Yes!
And can we talk about the fact of the new kind of
yes, I really want to talk about this.
Terminator?
So this kind of bothered me, so I really want to discuss this with you guys. So basically, we're spoiling the whole movie. Sorry. Hashtag not sorry. But so the Terminator, like as we know, there was, in Terminator 1 versus Terminator 2, it was, one is that they just had a skeletal structure that was like metal and badass and all that kind of stuff. In Terminator 2, they were basically liquid metal.
Right.
This, they're amalgam of the both. So they can actually split away from each other.
And there's two separate Terminators, but they're still connected, I think, somehow. Like, it's just basically a skeleton sitting there that he can kind of control.
Yeah.
But
I don't know how I feel about it, because it doesn't make sense to me. Okay, this is why it doesn't make sense to me, is why would you want to have the metal, if you are the liquid metal, which it shows like it can completely change, why do you need this skeleton? And the skeleton can also kind of manipulate. So
the skeleton was more original Terminator-like, and it was just there to do things like fly a plane.
Yeah, while the other can kind of,
or just fire a gun. It wasn't very, the Rev, that's what it was.
The Rev is an exoskeleton with,
an endoskeleton with an exoskeleton of liquid metal. The endo controls the exo like a drone. Yes. Rev 9.
Rev 9. Yeah.
Okay.
I liked it. I didn't want an explanation, but like my nerd brain was like trying to wrap my head around it like as fast as possible, and I was like, but
it was pretty cool.
Is that as efficient? It's really cool though, and I love it because it basically
made him like
combines.
Twice as bad.
Yeah,
it really did.
And what's interesting is that it basically encapsulated what this movie was, which was a mix of Terminator and Terminator 2. Like it was basically combining the two movies, and I kind of felt that as well, which was kind of a fun little thing. But yeah, in general, I really liked it. I feel like the pacing was just a little too fast, so we never got, the moments didn't hit hard enough, but the action was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, there were weak parts, obviously, as we've discussed, but overall, I thought it was a good movie. I enjoyed myself. I don't regret seeing it. I wasn't like, I've seen people online who are totally panning it, who are just like, it was awful. Like, they need to just stop making Terminator movies. Well, okay, agreed. All right, they need to stop making movies. However,
this was way better than 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
Like, way better. And this is my nerd rage about this. Because this is why we can't have nice things, guys. Because y'all go out and love these piece of shit movies, so we just keep getting more pieces of shit versus this. Like, this is actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Like, this is why we can't have nice things.
And, you know, we were talking about this last night because, you know, the weak parts, it wasn't very, like, James Cameron-y, I guess. And, you know, obviously he was very super involved in this film, but Tim Miller directed it. And there are reports that they clashed on set.
Really?
Yes. And I don't know the background story of it, obviously, but clearly they were not meeting eye to eye on a lot of things. And I don't know if that's the reason for the weak spots. I don't know if maybe James Cameron was like, you're making this too much like the other ones and we need to change it. And Tim Miller was like, no, this is what the fans want. Like, I don't know what went on there. We can only speculate, obviously.
Because Tim Miller, his background is just like VFX, right? Like that's kind of was his background. Because that's what it felt like with some of these scenes. Is like, especially the scenes that are just between two people.
James Cameron has a visual effects background.
But he does storytelling very well though, and taking the time. So like,
I feel like that's a Marcus Perry question.
I know.
What's Tim Miller's background?
Wait for it.
Wait.
But yeah, I am 100% fine with it being the cap to the trilogy.
Yeah, me too.
I like it way better than the other movies.
Yeah.
And it's just, I cannot.
And I think it ended really well. I think it like, I see what they were trying to do where they were like, oh, okay, like, we can leave it open if we want to.
Yeah, but it's kind of closed.
It's kind of closed.
But
so,
it's not, it was, I really liked it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it.
I did too, and I thought Arnold's demise was appropriate, you know.
And again, very reminiscent of Terminator 2.
Like, Arnold, this role, this is his Tony Stark role for him. Like, so basically...
Tim Miller directed Deadpool. Yes, I knew that.
Yeah.
The fans didn't want that 1998 beach scene. Nobody wanted that scene ever again.
Yeah, but I think that, like, you know, like how Robert Downey Jr. was, like, born to play Tony Stark. I feel like Arnold was born to play the Terminator.
Yeah.
Because there's so much, as a machine, he still conveys emotion without conveying emotion.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does that, like when he was saying goodbye to his family. Like, I legit was tearing up.
Yes.
And I was like, this is a machine, and he doesn't have emotions. But yet, I was
love how he
feeling
answered
these emotions.
everyone's question, because it's like, you're married to a woman? What's happening here? And he's like, we are not together physically. I'm like, ah.
Yeah. And he was like, and they were like, well, what did you tell your family? He's like, I told them that my past had caught up with me.
Yeah, and the day that I've been warning them about has come.
And that I probably
won't come back.
Won't come back. And this is it, and they're in danger by being here.
Yeah.
He's like, and just hearing him say those words and then seeing like how he was hugging them and their emotions.
Oh, and then there's that great conversation with Danny of just talking about, like, do you love them? And he's like, well, not the way a human can. I can't love like that.
Yeah.
So he answers the question without answering it, though, because he does love them.
He does.
And I like that.
Yes.
It was very sweet.
It was. And so that's why I liked his presence in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it
it was 100% necessary. I just wanted a better reason for him being, like, I liked it. Maybe if I see it again, I'll be more on board, but...
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, Ariel! Hi, Ariel. She really liked it too. Hi.
Yeah, I think the only thing I didn't like was Sarah Connor's reaction to him, because I felt like she knows better than to attribute emotions to a machine who was just literally could not do anything except fulfill his mission.
I mean, I can still hate a gun for killing somebody. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but do you hate the gun or do you hate the person
yeah,
wielding
that's
the
true.
gun? You know what I mean? It's like, she knows better. This is her life. Her entire life. She knows what these things do. That's why I'm like, why are you, I guess, nowhere else to direct her rage, maybe? Nowhere else to direct her emotion?
Because, she had nothing
but
left to do.
I just still felt like it was kind of contrived, that's all. But, you know, mileage may vary on that one.
But, again, way better than all the other movies.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, way better. Guys, go see this movie. Give it money.
I know.
We need more nice, good movies like this.
We saw it in IMAX, and so we paid $25 a piece to go see
Woo!
it. You know.
Yay, seeing movies in LA.
Exactly. Like, literally, that's what I said when I got the tickets. I was like, well, welcome back to LA. Yeah. We saw the early show because we were afraid we were going to fall asleep, which we did. We fell asleep at like, we struggled to stay up until 9 last night. I was like, whoa.
Well, that is like 9 in the morning.
By the way, just to go off on...
obviously, Brandon, T2 is the best.
Yes.
Obviously. Well, I love Terminator and Terminator 2 equally because they're 2 very different movies. One is a love story that happens to have robots from the future, and the other is a badass father-son story with also robots from the future.
Anything with robots in the future.
You know.
Anyway, so I just want to say that, like, okay, so one of the highlights of our trip for all you guys out there who are Harry Potter nerds. Okay.
She got to go to, what is it, Marcus called it? Harry Potter Land.
Harry Potter Land, yeah, the making of Harry Potter, the Warner Brothers Studios, which, by the way, started off being a trip for me, ended up being wholly a trip for Marcus, because it was incredible and it blew my mind. It blew my freaking mind. The set designs that we got to go on, oh my god, just standing in the middle of Gringotts, like, I was just like, what the what? Like, everything, like, I have so many pictures. It was the most incredible experience I've ever had.
I wish I was there because there's so many times that I nerd out so aggressively that it's so delicious when Chris nerds out aggressively.
No, it was like...
I found the pictures from New Jersey Comic Expo when there was somebody who had the supernatural baby there.
Yeah. But this was next level.
Oh,
like, I am telling you, okay, so I had butterbeer. I mean, I know I can do that at Universal, but doing it, by the way, in England is just on another level. And, like, I bought a butterbeer t-shirt. I got a ticket on the Hogwarts Express, guys. Like, it was like what dreams are made of. Like, it was literally the most amazing experience I've ever had. Followed closely by the Game of Thrones tour I took in Dublin.
That shit was so cool.
Okay, guys.
Sorry, I was just looking at the pictures knowing it was so cool.
I didn't even post the majority of them, you guys. So we went, they filmed on location in Belfast, in Northern Ireland, and it was simply amazing. So they showed the scenes to us, like, on an iPad, and then we got to, like,
thank you, Brandon.
Brandon
was like, nerd!
I know!
I love it.
You guys, like, it was so incredible. And, of course, they made us dress up in cloaks, and we had swords, and, and we quite frequently had to scream out things from Game of Thrones, which was amazing. And also got to meet a couple dire wolves. Yeah, and it was, like, the real ones. No, yeah, it was the real ones, like, from the film. They're 9 years old now. So
sweet
it was
Papa Dog.
I know, it was adorable. We could only touch their butts. We couldn't touch their heads. So trust me,
like,
touched the butts. Yeah, it was incredible.
Butt.
You guys, like, I can't say those 2 things. If you ever get a chance to go to London or go to Dublin, do those 2 tours, because both of them incredibly awesome. They are the 2 highlights of my trip. I honestly have to say, better than Paris. Like, I'm just gonna put that out there. Better than Paris.
You heard it here, folks.
I'm just saying. Like,
that's awesome.
Oh yeah, those 2 things. That's it. That's all I care about right now.
That's it. Yeah, just
world.
like
I have
remembering,
fond memories.
going back.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, even better than the Guinness factory, dare I say. Which
how much better is Guinness out there than here?
Oh, so
isn't it
much
insane?
better. It is so smooth. It is so delicious.
So, like,
holy cow.
Because friends from either Ireland or England, when they're here, they're like, "This is skunky. Like, something's wrong with your beer. It's gross compared to what they have over there."
Yeah,
and
I
even with my celiacs, I always have one Guinness. I hate myself afterwards because I'm like very sick for a while. But hashtag worth it because it's delicious.
I was sick from the plane into Paris to the day before we came home. I was sick the entire time I was there.
Yeah. And like stomach sick or?
Yeah, stomach sick, and honestly did not find out, did not isolate it until the very second last day when I realized it was the espresso that I was having every morning.
Oh my goodness.
It's the worst. Anyway.
Brandon, it's
all
beer. It's all disgusting.
No, you do yourself a favor. Try it. Try it.
Out there.
Out there, not here.
Not here.
It is
Gross.
disgusting here. Yeah, so anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're just about out of time. Weirdly, so I know.
Miss you guys. Yeah, but we'll be back next weekend.
Yeah.
I think it's the weekend after I'll be out of town again, but we'll figure something out. But
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah.
are you talking Thanksgiving?
Nope, the weekend before. We literally haven't even talked. We literally
All
set
right.
up the cameras and started going. So we haven't even caught up yet, guys.
Okay.
But
All right.
love you all. We will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yep.
And yeah, don't forget to keep nerd raging.
That's right.
All right, we'll see you next time,
See you
guys.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.